Welcome back, beautiful people, to another episode of Not So Good Advice. For me, the host, Lou Bloom, gives you, the beautiful people, well, not so good advice. I know. We're doing it, baby. Episode 26, folks. 26. We're just really going through these. And like always, I gotta mention, there's a disclaimer with this. I should warn you, this is not legal, nor is it professional advice. This is strictly for comedic purposes and entertainment only. You should not be taking this literal. But if you do take it literal, like, comment, subscribe, send an email. NotSoGoodAdvice19@gmail.com. We got some fantastic, let me scratch that off. We got some fabulous questions in today. I know, I switched fantastic with fabulous because I'm just feeling fabulous today, baby. I'm just feeling fabulous. Here, let me back this up real quick. Let me move some shit around. There we go. There we go, baby. There we go. Was that kind of crooked? I can't tell. Okay. There we go. So, yes. Like, comment, subscribe, send an email. All that good stuff. I already told you, right? So let's just get into this. The first question comes from, well, this actually came from a user with the name 7up. And he has two questions, and I'm a generous guy, so let me just answer them. First one goes, I'm a 20-year-old guy going to college. I have a decent amount of friends and go out when possible. Is it worth it to try dating apps at my age? Okay. Alright, so to answer that question real quick, it depends what you want. Are you looking for love? Are you looking for a wife? Are you just looking to smash? It depends what you want. Are you just looking to get your skills up and get your XP up? You're 20, which is pretty young. You're not 16, but you're not 30. 20 to 22, super good age. I love that age. I love those days. But you gotta understand what you want. You need a plan. You can't just go out there and just wing it and just aimlessly walk through life. So, I recommend finding out what you want to do. Love? Do you want a girlfriend? Do you want to just smash? Do you just want to go out and meet people? So, all of those are good reasons. So, find out what you want to do. Dating apps? And I have to go out when possible. Is it worth it trying a dating app? So, dating apps, don't get me wrong. I've been on them for a little bit. It's a shit show. It is. But it was fun while it lasted. It really was. I learned a lot. But I feel like everyone on a dating app, there's something wrong with them. I'm not going to lie. I feel like there's always something a little bit wrong with them. I went on a few dates. Some girls I met were very nice, very sweet, amazing. Very few, but some were stupid and crazy. It's a real thing. So I would get a plan, find out what you want, and go for it. You're young, have fun, do your thing. But like I said, I always felt like no matter what I met on dating apps, there was something wrong with them. Most of the time. Maybe there was one or two girls that nothing was. They were cool, they were normal. But there's a reason why they're on that app. Okay? And for guys, so, like a guy is girls aren't always trying to get at them like guys are always trying to get at girls, especially a pretty girl. So there's not really a reason. There is a reason, but not as bad as a woman to be on a dating app. For girls on a dating app, there's a reason. Something's wrong. That's what I think. When I would go on dating apps, go on a date with the girl, there's always low-key something wrong with them. Like, she was really nice, really pretty, sweet, but she had a limp. Or she was really cool, really sweet, but she had like a big nose. Or she was really awesome, but she had like a lazy eye. Or she was just crazy. Or she took amazing pictures, but she's just too fat. So many reasons, and I decided to throw that away. There was a point where I tried to get a bunch of XP experience and do, just learn from it. But I'm just done with that. I'd rather go out in the real world. Because I think ultimately that's where you will thrive. And it looks like you got another question here. Is it worth trying dating apps at my age? kind of already answered that. You need to look for a plan. Second one goes, is it a good idea to hit on girls when traveling to another country? Yes, of course. Hold on. Let me check. Yes, of course, you should. It's almost mandatory, unless you're like married or you got a girlfriend. That's, you got a girlfriend. But yes, you should. You have to, because if you go to another country, especially a country you've never been to, a country that is your first time setting your beautiful foot on that soil, like Neil Armstrong, one small step for me, one gigantic horny step for mankind, something like that. He said, yes, you need to. You need to go out there and plant your flag in the country soil. And by flag, I mean your cock. And by the soil, I mean the vagina. Okay? It's just mandatory. You got to do it. It helps you grow as a man. Think about all the people that can't travel to different countries, or they can, but they just don't want to, so they don't. And they're just stuck here with the same old people in the same old country, dealing with the same old shit. Imagine that. Imagine you at that other country, dating, go on some dates, experience that shit, the different culture, the different girls, the different vibe, and now you come back and you grow mentally. You grow no matter what. You especially grow if you're traveling, and it's a different type of growth and wisdom you gain when you're dating women from another country, another culture. So you have to. That you really have to. And if so, how should you? How should you date in another country? I'm 20 years old. Okay. So how should you in another country? Bro, it depends. If you go to a country where you speak Spanish and they speak Spanish there, you speak the same language, easy. You just talk to them. But look up the culture of the country. There's some countries where obviously there's beautiful girls in that country, but prostitution is prevalent. Prostitution's a real thing there. So sometimes you go to countries and there's a bunch of like working girls walking around, and everywhere you look there's just beautiful women, but they're like all out in the open working girls. If you're into that, if you're not into that, I don't know, I don't care. Take that in mind, that they're out there, and you might be talking to a girl having a great time, and at the end of it she might say, here's the bill. And if you don't pay and you say, you didn't tell me that, I don't pay, well, then there might be a huge problem, because that's her country and you're a visitor, and it might become us versus their thing. I've heard of stories about people going to Brazil, Colombia, Panama, wherever, and that happens to them. They talk to a girl, have a great time, eat, go home, smash, get intimate, and at the end she's like, here's the bill, you need to cough up some money. And the guy's like, what the heck, you didn't tell me shit, I'm not gonna do that, I don't pay for sex. And then she's like, no, and she starts flipping out, and then she calls the cops, and the cops come, and now it's you versus them, because they're the locals, the natives, and you're just a visitor that has money, because we all know you're traveling, you got money. And now the cops are like, hey, we're gonna send you to jail, you need to cough up that money, and you're gonna give us some money too. So it becomes a problem. So if you want to avoid that, I recommend keep an eye out for that. Even other countries in Asia, that's a big thing. So my recommendation is, just like you were to get at girls where you live, just talk to them, be normal, but just communication's key. Ask them, hey, are you working right now? Hey, are you a hooker? Hey, what do you do for work? Ask him, all that stuff. Ask him. But if I give you advice, it would have to be that if you do go to a country where there's a lot of working girls like that, you should, I went to a country where there's a lot of working girls, and, I didn't you don't want to go with working girls. People have their reasons, right? So I didn't want to, obviously. So one thing I did do is I talked to girls that were working regular jobs, girls that were waitresses, bartenders, receptionists. You walk into a hotel, you walk into a restaurant or a business, whatever. There's a receptionist. Talk to them a little bit, and they're normal girls. Because in a country where all the girls are doing that, all the girls are just kind of like prostitutes, there's normal girls out there too that just want a normal guy and have a normal relationship, and they make it like a thing in the heart like, I'm not going to sell myself, I'm not like that, I'm better than that, and they're really looking for a connection, a normal connection, and you can do that. So that's how I recommend. Do your thing, but it's always good to date outside the country, because you really learn about game and dating and picking up and just, who you are and what you're into. Because imagine a guy who never dated outside the country. Now imagine a guy who dated outside the country, was successful, and also dates in his country. Who do you think is going to have better game? Baby, it's obvious. It's obvious. Next question. Am I over analyzing the situation with this guy? Please help. Okay, I'll help you. I'm a straight 24-year-old girl, currently in the talking stage with a straight guy. He mentioned that he has 5 female best friends and only has 1 guy friend. There's 2 things going on there. 1, he's not really straight. 2, he's a womanizer. He's a player. I mean, what guy has 5 female best friends and 1 homie? Like, let's be honest. Let's just be honest. Okay. I'm kind of worried about getting in a relationship, but don't think I'm ready to talk to him about this, as I'll come across as insecure and or jealous. Also, I'm a bit introverted and have only 2 friends who are girls. I've been cheated on before by someone with female friends. My ex kept telling me she's just a friend. So maybe I'm overthinking the situation. I read some posts where straight and bi women and gay guys say that they can absolutely be friends with guys, but I'd like to know from a straight male's perspective. The guy I'm talking to right now mentioned he never had any sort of inappropriate relationship with his female friends, but what if he emotionally cheats? I appreciate your advice, Lou Bloom. So, you came to the right place, baby. I'll give you some advice. Baby. This is what you gotta do. So, talk to him, date him, be normal, but the second, the minute, the hour, the moment, the day, you decide you want to get serious with him, talk to him about it and be like, hey, if he agrees to it, be like, hey, I like you, you're handsome, sweet, and smart, and you're stable, all that stuff. I want to take you. I really would like to take this serious between us. I want to get serious, but tell him this. But I cannot take someone serious who has female best friends, because end quote. And this is me talking now, because it's not gonna work out. It's really not gonna work out if you have guy best friends. Think about it. If you were dating a girl and she's always on her phone, she's texting, and like when you're eating dinner or something, she's always texting. And you're like eating dinner and she's across the table or next to you, and you're just like, who you texting, babe? Like, who you always texting? And she's just like, relax. It's just Fred. It's just Davion. It's just Antonio. It's just Jose. That's all it is. And you're like, Jose? Davion? What the? Relax. He's my guy best friend. How the fuck does that sound? It doesn't sound sweet. It doesn't sound cool. If you don't understand, look at this scenario. Who you texted, babe? Oh, just my guy best friend, Frank. Oh, another guy texting my wife? Another guy texting my girlfriend that I love? Sweet. Nice. Oh, chill. Cool. See how stupid that sounds? See how stupid and ridiculous that sounds? No, it just doesn't work out. Look, I get it. People in relationships do what they want. They can choose what they want. But I'm a firm believer that if people are trying to take each other serious, and they got a guy best friend or a girl best friend that they talk to or go out and see and text, it just doesn't work. Doesn't work. Get that shit out your head. It doesn't work. So I recommend you to once you want to get serious with him, tell him, I want to get serious in this relationship. I like you, but I don't think you should have guy best friends or girl best friends. I don't. It won't work, and I can't take you serious if you do that. That's it. Just because, really, just imagine your girlfriend being like, okay, babe, I'm gonna go out. Oh, who you going with? I'm just going with Jermaine. I'm just going out with Jermaine, and we're gonna go eat. My guy best friend. See ya. Doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that. Just save the despair and the drama. Trust me. Next question. Okay, this one goes as: is it mandatory to pay for the first date even though you don't plan on going on a second date? When I go on a first date with the girl, I usually know by then if I want to see her again, and I'll happily pick up the check. But if I'm not vibing with the girl, I don't plan on seeing her again. It is a dick move to ask the waiter to split the check, which I have done. Okay. Or is it just common courtesy to pay for it no matter if you like her or not? Curious other guys' opinions. What do you think about this, Lou Bloom? Well, me, to be honest, I'm a gentle man. Bro, I'm a gentle man. So, if I was to go out with the girl and I ask her out, I'm always gonna pay, no matter what. Okay? Unless we're serious, we've been dating for months and years, then eventually maybe she asks me out, or maybe we go together and I'm like, hey babe, let's split this shit. I'm not gonna pay all the time unless I could afford it. Then maybe I will. But Papa likes to get treated nicely too, so it might be nice for a girl to pay for my shit too, my meal. If you really don't want to go out with her or date her, stop going to like fancy restaurants or paying a lot of money for food or whatever. Like, go get a coffee, go get an ice cream, go get a taco or two. Like $2.50 for a taco. That's it. But I think a gentleman will always pay, especially if you ask her out. No matter what, even if you don't like her, like, treat her nice and just pay for the damn thing. Like, bro, you're the man. What are you doing? You're the man. Next question. What's a fact that sounds horrifying the more you think about it? I got two of these. Okay, I got three. One of them is the same enzymes or the same stomach acid that you eat and it digests your food. Everything you eat, it digests your food, right? Those same stomach acid and enzymes are the same ones that will eat your body the day you die and get buried. They're going to eat up your body. That's a crazy one. That's why when you starve, your stomach hurts. And it's because you're going to hit a point where the things inside your stomach, it's going to start eating you. And then you just die. Second one is, right now, we're doing this. Right now, you're watching this. Right now, after this, you'll go eat cereal or go to bed or maybe kiss your girlfriend or talk to your parents or pet your dog. That moment right here, right now, we're watching each other through our memories, which is kind of a trippy one if you think about it. Right now, we're watching ourselves through our own memories. If you could even remember this moment. And the last one, I think, is a real one that freaks me out is whoever you get married to or fall in love with, eventually that relationship, all relationships really, the ones you really care about, like your best friend or your mom or your dad and your dog, but let's just say your wife or your husband, the one you love so much and you'll just die for, that relationship, one day it will end and they're going to die. And then you're going to die. Or you die first. So someone is going to be a heartbroken tragedy, so depressed that you're gone. Unless you guys both die together at the same time, which, is crazy, but it's like it's better than Romeo and Juliet. Rest in peace, Kobe. He died with his daughter. I'm pretty sure they died at the same time. That's everyone else was sad, but them two, if you think about it, it's kind of sweet. It's kind of sweet. It sucks they died. Wish they didn't. But it's kind of sweet. Next question. What's something you did just to be safe and ended up saving your ass later? I got a bunch of these I probably don't remember, but one of them that I do remember would be, I bought a car. It wasn't brand new, but it was new to me. It was like a 2018 Mustang. remember I bought that car when I was a little younger, like a couple years ago, maybe 3 years ago. And when I bought that car, I was asked, hey, do you want gap insurance? And I'm a guy that really doesn't get too much. I get the minimum insurance. But I was recommended get that insurance. So I got that insurance. And not even a whole, I think it was like 2 weeks, 3 weeks within getting that car. I didn't even make one payment. Not even one payment. Some idiot hit me. We're both driving straight in 2 lanes side by side. I was slowly catching up to him. He didn't see me on the left side. He made an illegal U-turn to go on the whole complete lane running the opposite way. He didn't see me, smacked into me. I tried to get away from him, but I couldn't because we're both going left at this point because he's an idiot. Smacked into me. I tried to leave, but I smacked into him. And then I went up the curb and smacked into a concrete wall. Or it was a sign, but that shit did not move. It was concrete. And I almost died with the person I was with that day. Yeah, almost died. We were safe. Ford, I'll give you that. You can make a safe crashing mobile. And I had gap insurance, so I didn't pay anything, and it saved my ass. And it was crazy. But yeah, that's one thing that saved my ass. Next question. What is a rich person thing that you would be totally into if you became rich? Probably buying an island of legal, of age women. Probably something like that. Probably buying an island, or like donating to like a country that people really need it. If I'm that rich, I'll donate schools and wells and shit. Probably buy a nice sick ass penthouse condo in a badass part of the country, in the badass part of the world, in a badass city that, a lot of people would wish they could. Probably like Medellin, probably like El Ciudad de Mexico, probably Shanghai, probably Boston. That's not that badass. New York City, Prague, some shit like that. Tokyo, I'd do that. Next question. If you could become immortal, but not invulnerable, but in doing so you'd forego the afterlife if there is one, would you do it? Why or why not? No, I wouldn't do it. I don't want to be immortal. I want to die one day because that's how the world is. I'll be totally down to add like an extra 100 years to my life if I could. Yeah. But I wouldn't become immortal and not die, because I think that's only for like gods or God. They say legends never die, but I wouldn't do that. I wanna. That's part of what makes life beautiful. The fact that one day you'll probably die, so enjoy every moment. That's probably my answer to that. This one goes, what made you get more in touch with your appearance? This year, I want to step my fashion taste up a bit and genuinely start to feel a love for watches and colognes. But I also feel like I love the uplifting feeling of looking good, not even to impress anyone, but just for your own confidence. I'm only 23. I just love simple stuff. A plain black tee is all I need, and I have a collection of them. What do you mean a collection of them? Just a t-shirt. Okay? But I realize I need to have a new appearance to feel a shift in life. Also, it pushed me to care more about my skincare, keeping up with my body, healthy. I see all of this as a positive for me. I just want to ask everyone, what was the wake-up call for you to get the appearance you strive to get? I generally love just dressing for events. Don't even care for dates. It can be something like going to fancy restaurants with family. It's just the proud feeling of how you got yourself to feel good. I just love showing my personality through it too. A huge music fan before anything, especially with all my band t-shirts. Okay, so I didn't really have to read all that, but what made you get more in touch with your appearance? Okay, 2 things. 3 things. First thing is I was in a long relationship. We split up. Shit happens. And then I realized I had to up my game. I realized that, hey, I'm playing the field now, baby. I'm out on the field. And you know what? You're not really going to get nothing good if you're out here wearing, shitty clothing. And you smell like shit. Like, that's just the truth. You gotta get your swag up. I mean, at least a certain caliber of women I like. You need to be, come on, a certain good looking. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Blue steel, baby. Blue steel. Blue fucking steel, dog. Blue steel. You think if you're wearing a plain black tee, you can do this? You think you can do this with plain black tee? No, you can't. You can't. So, that's what I think. Broke up. I realized I'm going to hit in the field. I got to up my game. Another thing is, I realize I'm getting older. And when you're getting older, two things are going to happen. You go down, you go downhill. Or you go up. So you got to ask yourself, which one are you going to go? Which way? Down or up? You keep listening to me, you keep getting advice from Lou Bloom, and baby, you going to go up. You going to go up. All the way up. Trust me. And the third one will be, I just wanted to get some pussy. Like any guy, any dude, any young lad. Just do it for the babes. You want to get some, you want to get some, you want to get the kitty. You want to get the monkey. So, if you want to do that successfully and get all types, especially the pretty ones, you have to dress the part and, take care of your cologne, smell good, your teeth, do good with your teeth, skincare, all that shit. All that shit. Trust me, all that shit. And also, your skincare, because you're going to age. The two things that are the first to tell you're aging, the part of your body, is your teeth and your skin. Those are the first two things that are like, oh, you're getting old, or oh, bro, you need to take care of yourself. You look like shit. Those two things. So that's what I recommend. Sorry, I'm gonna get on the front of the screen because it keeps getting blurry. Okay, next question. I need some advice, Lou Bloom, because you're sexy as fuck. Oh, thanks. You're sweet. So I know this is really bad, but a couple years ago, when I was 15, I was talking to a guy who was 21. Fucking hoe. I was bored and I told him I was 18. Dumbass hoe. Because I didn't want him to block me. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I get it. Not everyone is nice in the world. Some people have bad motives and they deserve to be put in jail and punished for bad things they do. I get that. I understand that. Okay? But stupid hoes like this are the reason why there's innocent men in jail and innocent men that get punished. And innocent men. Like, you know how bad this looks? For real, you know how bad that looks? And you lied? You bitch? You lied about it? Like, really, understand that. Understand that. If a woman lied about her age, or if a guy lied about his age to get with the older woman, it's bad. I get it. But the woman, she's not really going to get, they're not going to take her through the village naked, throwing shit on her, saying shame, shame, shame. They're not really going to do that. But if a girl lied about her age and gets with an older man, and the older man, he's going to get punished more. He's going to look way worse. It is what it is. They're both bad, I get it. But the man will get punished worse. You stupid hoe. Next one. Well, I'll continue reading. Anyways, 2 years later, and I'm still texting this guy every single day. This kind of sounds crazy, but he is literally someone who I would marry. No, you won't, you bitch. You dumbass. No, you won't. And raise kids with. Oh my God. See, if I could just grab you and shake you, toss you to the side, I would. Anyway, I would marry and raise kids with. He's 23 now and I'm 17 and he still has no idea that I lied. He even asked me if I could if he could buy me a plane ticket to fly where he lives. And I said, no. I feel so bad because I genuinely like him and I don't want to hurt him. What should I do, Lou Bloom? This is what you should do, baby. Well, not baby. Bitch, this is what you should do. This is what you do. You talk to your older sister or your older cousin. Maybe if you have an older mom that you're cool with, or aunt that not too close to your age, kind of, but like a little older that you're really cool with, and you say, hey, I'm a dumb bitch. I'm texting this old man. I'm a dumb hoe. I'm texting this guy and I lied to him, and then block him, and just explain to them what you're doing, and then look in the mirror. And look at the mirror, look straight at the mirror and go like this. I'm a dumb hoe. And then learn from it. And don't do it again. Because you can seriously get this guy in trouble. And you lied to him. It's not like he was trying to get at little girls. No. He doesn't like underage girls. Who knows? But I'm willing to say he doesn't. You lied to him. Which is horrible. And just, away with you. Damn, we're running out of time. But I got one more for you. Okay. Let's say this one. Worried about my best friend is rushing into a marriage too quickly. My 20-year-old female best friend, and I'm 24, is getting married to a guy who's 26. She met only a few months ago. She always jumped into her relationships quickly, but this feels like too much. After a few weeks of knowing him, she says he's the one. And they're getting married in a month. I voiced my concerns getting married in a month. I voiced my concerns how fast it was, but she got defensive and accused me of being jealous. Now she's not talking to me, and I feel like I may have messed up by not fully supporting her. I just want her to be happy, but I'm worried she's rushing into something she might regret. Am I wrong for not supporting her decisions? Lou Bloom. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But I don't know why girls are like this. Girls, when it comes to relationships and friends, they get all catty. And it's weird. They think it's jealous, and especially women when it comes to marriage, they get all weird and jealous about it. Because guys, sure, we want to get married, but women really care about that shit. The marriage and wedding is really for the women. And I think it's the way you voiced it. You should have been like, hey girl, I love you, right? I just don't think that, you don't think that you're marrying him too soon. I mean, you haven't even known him for a year. Something like that. But if she wants to be a bitch about it, let her get married. Let her ass get married. And then, we'll see how it turns out 3, 4, 5 years later. If it even lasts that long. So that's what I would do. Let that shit ride. And then sit back with popcorn and just, because if she's really going to get defensive, what the heck? Come on. That's just that's crazy. But I'll tell you this. If they only know each other for a few months, I'll bet my money that it's probably not going to work out. I don't think so. I mean, who knows? Life is crazy. But they're young. And I think that with marriage, you should take your time. Definitely take your time with that stuff. Obviously, she doesn't care. So, you shouldn't either. Maybe I got time for one more. Oh, what do butt plugs do? So, butt plugs, if you're constipated, they help you pass your fecal matter a lot easier through your colon. So, I'm no colon doctor. I just know that butt plugs are used to stop constipation. I don't use it. I'm not constipated anymore. But that's what it's used for. Trust me. That's what it's used for. Especially the ones with the foxtails. Just pull that baby out when you're done. No more constipation. So, beautiful people, episode 26. I hope you like this one. Like, comment, subscribe, send an email. notsogoodadvice19@gmail.com. My lines are open, and we're waiting to see how it went, okay? We're going through this one like white lightning. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day, and I hope you guys have a beautiful one too. Just remember, I love you.